Okay, Paul, so your original idea was to have a hot hatchback, and I think we've come up with 3 very good suggestions for you on this week's programme. But why not think of something a little bit different and perhaps a bit special too? Why not go for a coupe instead? Now, there are lots of different coupes out there on the market, but there's one that stands out to me as being that bit special and that bit different, and it's this, the Fiat Coupé. I like its sharp, angular looks, and although it's not a hatchback at the rear, it has got a decent sized boot on it, and there's also plenty of space in there for the rear seat passengers. And if you are thinking that this Fiat Coupé reminds you of some of the latest BMW concept cars, then you're not wrong, you're on the right lines, because this car was originally designed by a guy called Chris Bangle, who is now BMW's chief designer. So that's where the connection is, with of course final finishing touches by Pininfarina, because it's Italian. Now, this car is already beginning to grow on me, and I suspect it will do even more once we get out on the road, because this is the 20-valve turbo model with 220 brake horsepower. So I suspect this could be a bit of fun. I think my main criticism of this car is the fact that it's lost so much money in the 4 years since it was new. This S-Reg car would have cost nearly £23,000, but now with 31,000 miles on the clock, this could be yours for about £8,700. What an absolute bargain, and for that you're getting the top of the range car. You're getting the 20-valve turbocharged engine and all 220 brake horsepower. And believe me, it's quick. Once the turbochargers kick in, this thing takes off. As well as the exterior of the Fiat Coupé looking rather different and rather stylish, I love the interior of this car. It's not often that Fiat interiors are fantastic, but this one certainly is. It's got everything on too, all the toys, all the goodies. It's not often you can say that Fiat have come up with a genuine winner, but in the case of this, the Fiat Coupé, they most definitely have. And now that production of these cars has stopped, they're getting cheaper and cheaper on the used market. So Paul, if you want something a bit different, go for a coupe. Don't go for a Ford Puma or a Cougar, go for a Fiat Coupé instead.